Hi everybody, it's Sally from Sally Stampers. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm bringing you my little Peony tote bag. It's such a cute little gift bag. You could certainly get a few little treats just tucked in there. And it's just so cute and so lovely, and obviously this gorgeous DSP just makes things look stunning even though they're really simple. But I just love it. I love this sweet. Obviously this is my sweet week, so we're going with Peony Garden, and my first one is this little handbag. Isn't it so cute? So yeah, let's get ahead and make it. So to start off with, you'll need a sheet of cardstock that is, DSP, that is 6 by 6 inches or 15 by 15 centimetres. Choose one side. If you've obviously got a pattern that runs, you'll need to make sure it runs the correct way. I've picked one that doesn't, so it's a lot easier. And on one side, doesn't matter which, we're going to score at 2.5, 3 and 3.5 inches, which in centimetres will be about 6.5, 7.5 and 8.5 centimetres. Okay. What I then want to do is actually bring in my trimmer for this next little measurement, because it makes it so much easier. So what you need to do, you've got your 3 score lines here. You can see them there. What we need to do is measure 1 3/4 inches in, or 4.5 centimetres. So I'm going to start from here, and I want to go in 1 3/4, and in fact I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can hopefully see a bit better. Okay, so I've gone into 1 3/4. I have my 3 score lines here, so I'm going to move my cutting blade completely out of the way, pop my bar down, but I actually want to lift it and bring my scoring blade, and if you see there's a small line here, and that will line up with your scoring bit inside. It's not a blade, is it? But whatever it is. So I want to line that up now, and excuse me if I get my head in the way. So I'm lining it up with my, let me move it up a fraction, with the furthest score line here, and I'm going to score across to that 3rd score line. So 1, 2, 3. So I'm literally using that line there to line up with my score and then give it a score across. Can you see that? There you go. And that's all you need to do. Rotate your paper and do exactly the same again. So again, just line it up on that score line, down to the other one, and that's all you need is that score line. So you've now got 2. That's as easy as that bit is. Okay. Dependent on obviously which side you want as your front of your bag. Just zoom a little bit out a little bit more. There we go. So I'm going to just fold the 2 outer score lines and burnish those. And then what you're going to do, I'll keep it on this side because it seems to be easier to see than that side. You're literally going to cut down to that score line that you've just made. Straight on the other side, cut down to it. The same the other side. Okay, now you can either fold these pieces in on themselves and adhere them down if you want to, or you can cut them, excuse me, you can cut them off completely. The choice is yours. This one I cut them off completely because I wanted the whole of the inside of my bag to be grey. So it's entirely your choice. I'm going to cut mine away. So I'm just going to get the scissors in there and cut them off, out of the way. It is a little bit fiddly to get your scissors in the right place, So you're left with this H shape. And the next bit is actually really simple, because all we're doing is we're wrapping these 2 points together and then these 2 points together. Just make sure when you do this that you do the same pieces inside. So don't put this one inside and then that one inside. Okay, so both pieces inside. So the first thing I want to do now is add some adhesive. I'm going to come with my my Seal Plus on the edge of this piece here. So those would be the pieces that go inside. So I now need some on the inside, of the opposite side for this one to adhere as well. And then all you're going to do, as I said, is pull them round. If it helps, sit this bit on the table, because that will be the base of your bag anyway. Curl it round until you're happy with where it's at, and then equally bring that front bit round. But you are going to need strong adhesive for this, because obviously there's quite a bit of tension there in that curve. Okay, so we're going to do the same again, and note how I have just a very small gap. Can you see there at the bottom? Just a very small gap there. So I'm going to do the same again with this one, and I actually just used that adhesive on my finger just to hold it in place. I'm just checking that those gaps, if you like, are very similar in size. Tuck that one on there and then bring this one around. Now if, like me, you completely mess it up and you have bits overhanging, this bit isn't so bad, to be fair, and it's not so bad on this pattern. But if you do have bits that are overhanging, you can just trim them with your scissors just to make them even. So that is the base of your bag. Obviously at the back, this doesn't look too obvious with this pattern, but some patterns those joins really stick out, and so that's where I came up with this little panel to hide them. So for the panel you will need a piece of cardstock that is 6 by 1 3/4 inch, and then I grabbed my lovely Peony dies and I grabbed this scalloped border, and what I then did, just move everything out of the way, bring in my die machine, because what I did was the 6-inch panel is roughly the length of the die, so I put it right up to the edge and ran it through. And then I did exactly the same. I'll just move that across, just pop this off, and then I put this on the opposite side, lined it up with the edge, back through again, and then just get all this out of the way, just pop it on the floor. So you're then left with this sort of bit here. I just grabbed my scissors and cut the ends round, just really following the shape of the die cut. So that's got rid of those bits, and then all I did was I actually measured the bag. So we'll cover the bit first that's a bit of a mess. So I went down and I thought, right, it literally runs to that scallop there. So I kept my thumb in place, bring in my trimmer, and I'm just going to trim through there. And then I've turned it round, done exactly the same on the opposite side, So it's that piece there, and trimmed that piece. And these then get stuck onto, they are the same size I think, aren't they? Yes. So these just then get stuck on, and I made sure that I had adhesive really quite close to the edge and across the top and the bottom. And then just simply place it level with the top and stick it on. Good job, this is the back of the box really. And exactly the same for the front. Stick that one in place. And there's your decorative panels. Don't they look beautiful? Your handles, you need 2 of these strips of DSP, and they are 1/2 inch by 6 centimetres. Sorry, 1/2 inch by 6 inches, or 1.5 by 15 centimetres. And then I've just simply curled them with my bone folder, added some of the gorgeous Stamp and Seal Plus, and then just simply popped them either side of your strip. You don't need to use much. And this one will go on this side, and I'm trying to again put them on level with one of the scallops or something, so I can actually see that I'm getting the handles level. So what have we got? That's the back, this is the front. So there is your little bag. And then you obviously just need to add your decoration. So I've got my petal pink, have my bit of Whisper White, my stamping block, my prized peony, and I'm going for the beautiful little flower there, which I'm going to pop on there, and then just stamp on the Whisper White, and then back in to my beautiful dies, and I'm going to pop that one away while I'm here, grab that one, and then again just quickly run this one through the machine as well, and then you just simply add this to the front of your bag. Just cover that one, run that through, hold that bit out, and just put this out of the way, and then, as I said, just grab a couple of dimensionals on the back. Oh, I've just realised I missed a bit. I missed an important bit. So I'm just going to pop these on. Pop this on the front, and the reason I've done the pink one is really because it goes with those others, with the other one, and I just need some, okay, I'm going to go with pearls I think on this one, just because I can't find my rhinestones, and I just want to use these large pearls here, as I don't have any sort of buttons or anything equivalent that would look nice. I'm just popping those on the backs of those, and there you have it. There is my little peony tote bag. I'll give that one a little bit more of a squish to make it the right shape. There we go. How cute are they? Hope you like them. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you all again very soon. Bye.